What's up, guys? This is Jason from the Jason&Jabari Gaming, and today we have Season 46, War 1. I'll be bringing in Hulkling, Onslaught, and OG Vision. This tactic seems very rough. A lot of us didn't want to play. Some of us did, but the vast majority of us voted, and it ended up that we're going to be pushing this season. I particularly was not among them, but that's completely fine. So I originally signed up for 4 of my fights, which is just my path fights, and I was going to leave it at there. But the plan came out, and I end up having 8 fights. I look at that, and I immediately got to get active, guys. I jump into the chat, and the first thing that I told these guys. Alright, so after I let the officers know exactly how I felt, it's time to box, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and get on up in here with OGV for our first fight. We got this rank 3 Titania on this heal node, which Titania can't gain any buffs, so that's not the danger here. The danger that you got to watch out for basically would be her going her unstoppable, untouchable, indestructible. And you guys can see I'm pretty well max boosted. I do have cosmic power backs on for the next fight for Hulkling versus Shuri. She is a crush defender tactic, but we're going to go ahead and not allow her to have any power to utilize any specials. That's the name of the idea. So we start off with a parry. We're going ahead and we're going to hit her with a fat special 2, reaching back to the moon to hit this chick. And then that starts her phase when she lunges forward. It only lasts for a few seconds, so you just gotta play around that. And again, she will never gain a buff, so we don't have to worry about staying aggressive on her or anything like that. Basically, we're just gonna parry the entire time. We get off another fat special 2. This man is rocking this chick stuff right now. She is just absolutely lost in the sauce right here. We're getting ready to throw our relic, which is another vision relic. This chick's seeing double at the moment, so yeah, not too bad. We're crushing it right now. She still doesn't have another power bar to utilize, so she throws off her special, and we're getting ready to hit her with another fat special 2. And look at the form on this guy. Even though this dude is cocked all the way back, this man has clear vision. I'm talking 10 out of 40. You know what I mean? Just to Superman push this chick back. Oh my God! This is right around the time that she's starting to realize that there is absolutely nothing she can do. As we hit her with another special 1, I mean, look at our hit combo adding up. We might as well go ahead and start making beats off of this chick face. We're hitting her so many times. I mean, can you hear that? Sound pretty good, yeah? Alright, so we're getting ready to wrap things up here. She realizes there's nothing she can do in this position, but we will have to back off real quick while we wait out her phases. And then we're going to get right back in there very quickly. I'm going to hit her with another lean back punch to the face. And yeah, man, things are looking excellent. I mean, she is definitely feeling all these punches. So we're going to go ahead and wrap things up here. I believe we do a special 1 into a striker, which gives us enough time. It should be coming up. Oh no, we get the special 2, and then we're going to go ahead and finish off with that big KO. And yeah, man, that was our first fight down the bin. Alright, so our second fight that we have up today is against this rank 3 Shuri. And basically we're just going to be using our Ascended Hulkling. And the entire idea for this fight is to not try to parry her, which we cannot anyway. But we're just going to hit into her block the entire time, build up pierce buffs, go unblockable, throw off our special 2, which is why we have the power backs. And hopefully we can cycle those off. And we're just going to rinse and repeat every single time. We may have to bait out 1 or 2 specials, but that's literally the idea. So you can see that we're unblockable there, and we're just going to block this. And I think next out of the last beam, I could have punished there, but I elected not to because, again, all I want to do the entire time is hit into her block. I did get a nice little intercept there, and then we go ahead and fire off our first special 2. That did some serious damage, and then we're going to block the second, and we're going to go unblockable once again. I don't think I throw it off the right way. I was supposed to hit her one more time, but it did enough damage to go ahead and take her out. All right, so we're moving on to section 2 now. Fortunately, we have not died in section 1. I am trying to protect my deathless streak from the last season, but this is going to be proven to be very, very challenging. We have Apocalypse here, Big Daddy Apocalypse, rank 5, really big guy, and yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and throw on a combat regen. I'm not going to switch into tech power backs because they don't really work with OGV. But real quick, man, stop the show for a second. Why are these guys so mad? I had to think about that for a second because they really look like they're upset. And the conclusion that I came to, guys, is that the animators have been allowing these dudes to get their rocked so bad that you know, they have sour expressions because they no longer have a lining. It has been pushed all the way back. But I'm here to tell you guys, you are not alone. I mean, this guy, he's a little down and sad like you guys, but this upcoming guy, he just knows his is coming back any day now. See the hope in his eyes? So it's not that bad, right? Oof. Well, damn. Man looked like he lost his whole hairline along with his career. But we don't discriminate here. So ladies, the next time you're washing your hair and it feels like it gets entangled, just remember one thing. Alopecia is a real thing.
Take that back!
Nope.
So now that we're done with words of encouragement, let's go ahead and get this match underway. We did throw on a combat regen, and that's just to top us off. I didn't want to use a potion here. If you double dash back within a certain amount of time, you will get punished for it. But yeah, man, it's pretty straightforward fight. We're going to go ahead and cycle off special 1s and special 2s just so he'll never have a bar of power. Them special 2s, you know what I'm saying, we have excellent form on, and we are pushing that receding hairline ever back. So unfortunate, but Apocalypse, you're gonna have to stay big mad, homie. But yeah, so that's pretty much the whole idea of the fight. There will never become a point in time where we become in any danger in this fight because we power control the entire time, which is just like a cheat code for this meta. So if it works, then why not do it, right? So we're getting big hits in, and he's going down, and that's gonna do it. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Let's move on to our next fight. Next up, we have this Korg. I had to get an energy refill because I ran out of energy. I think I have to do that twice. But yeah, we have this rank 5 Korg. We're going to use our Ascended Onslaught. This is his debut along with OGVs. So yeah, man, I'm going to switch over to mutant power backs because those actually will help me. And I think I have a mini or 2 with Onslaught. I believe it's 2. So we're going to see how well that works. But yeah, he's really good for Korg and stuff like that because the Shruggers, he turns that into passive debuffs. And I mean, he came out as a defender, but he's also a monster on attack. So I'm going to go ahead and utilize him. We get our parry. I'm going to do a 5-hit combo, and we're going to do that once more, which will almost get rid of his rock stacks. You can see some passive daunting effects on him. I heavy into the special 1. I'm going to try to do that twice while baiting out his special 2. We get that off. We do have a decent amount of debuffs, so I think we're pretty much stopping the healing going on there. I just blocked this. I didn't want a dex because there was no need. I go into my striker, and then we heavy cancel into a special 1. His health is dwindling relatively quickly. Once again, I just hold block. I can fully dex his special 1. I just didn't want to. And here we go. We're going to heavy and block again. And now we're going to combo up to our special 2. And then we're going to heavy into the special 2. And that should finish everything off. So that was a really fast fight with Onslaught. Very smooth, very simple. So now we go on to the minis. And I had to buy another energy refill. But, you know, I had to wonder for a minute why they kept choosing me. And it became clear. And that's simply because yo boy got that dog in him.
Like you busting grapes. Think you holding weight and you haven't met the apes.
So basically in this fight, I'm definitely going to throw in an invul boost. This is only a rank 2 Sasquatch. But I've taken this fight with Stealthy or Night Monkey, and I understand the concept of this fight. I was shown a video on how to do this properly. So basically with Onslaught, when I knock him down, he becomes debuff immune. But since that happens, my debuffs become debuff passives. So either way, they're going to land. And that's the same actually with my parry. It just becomes like basically a wags. So a really cool feature, really cool concept, very powerful champion in my opinion. So we're going to do the same rotation that we did with Korg. I do believe that I messed it up just a little bit. But he's getting ready to enter Wrath here. And I'm just basically parry heavying. For the most part, I do throw in a couple of different combos. We have thrown off our 2 special 1s, so I do push him to a special 2. Unfortunately, he gets his unstoppable, so I don't have an opening really. So I'm just gonna have to wait it out. He does have block penetration, and there I do go for it. The Daunt of passives and everything, the degen and everything lands, fortunately, but it doesn't break through his block like I hoped it would. And now we're stuck baiting out another special 1. We do have the invul boost on, but I don't want to push him into Wrath, so I'm just playing patient. So yeah, I think we knock him down here. We get that big boost. We go into a heavy special 1 to restart the cycle since we had missed it with the special 2. That special 2 probably would have killed, but since I missed it, it still did significant damage, so that was good. I go back into my striker to get another heavy off. I do dex his special 1. I think he goes into Wrath twice if I'm not mistaken. I do combo into the special 1 just because I wanted to push him back just a little bit. And here I think he enters Wrath if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so I combo into a special 1, or excuse me, I intercept with the special 1 to finish it off. Not the cleanest fight. It was my first time taking it with Onslaught, but it, you know, it wasn't terrible either. Did make a mistake there. Next up, we're going to move ahead and go to this Mangog. This is another rank 2 Dude Mangog on the hazard shift. I believe it's Incinerate and Shock, both of which we are 150% immune to. Shock, immune, and bleed, or shock, incinerate, and bleed. Even if they're passives, it doesn't matter. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, we end up pushing this guy to a SP3 because of the conflictor node. I think it happens, yeah, after this. I think I'm gonna parry, and I think we eat it. Or do I bait out the special 2 first? I think I try to bait out the special 2 first. We do have the invul boost on, but then I go ahead and heavy, which does push him to SP3. But you know, we eats them.
It's finger looking good.
Especially since we have our invulnerability boost on. We're just getting welled on and not even caring. All right, so that first half is done with the special 3. So I immediately go into my special 1. I believe that's my second special one. I think after this, I'm going to try to go for a special 2. I am taking a few taps on the block for his special 1. So therefore, I don't trigger Mystic Dispersion when I back away. He has really good block proficiency. As you saw, Mangog special 2 did not do much damage. So we go for the special 2 there, and you can see man is melting there. We go for the heavy. I've only been doing 4-hit combos, but this time I do go straight for my special 1, and it absolutely melts them. So far, those 2 minis down. So far, so good. All right, so we're moving to one of our last fights, and hold up, stop the show. It appears that one of our alliance mates thought that he was going to go ahead and run through this fight. You know what I'm saying? Licking his fingers, no hot sauce. This kind of reminds me of the time when Apollo Creed met his first Russian. And we all know how that went. Fortunately for Apollo, he had a side chick, and unlike his daddy, Adonis is a monster. That boy comes fully locked in. We were called into arms, so it's time to box, y'all. Y'all already know we're going to go ahead in here and try to clean up this Silk with our OGV. She doesn't have much health on her, but she is tactic. So again, the idea is not to give her any power, so she won't have a special 2 throw that we will have to try to point blank dex. Hit her with a fat special 2. She's almost down. She's down to 3%. We're going to go ahead and combo her on down, and down she goes. Easy peasy. She doesn't really benefit on that node. She'll gain a little extra power, but nothing that OGV couldn't handle. And now we're moving up to our last fight here. And I think we get a wags placed on for us, I believe. Yeah, there it is on this Sauron, this rank 2 7-star Sauron. And this fight was actually really tricky. I thought it was going to be straightforward, but OGV is not like Kang. So what I mean by that is, like, when Kang completely power drains you, the debuff happens first before the power drain. So therefore, the conflictor eats the debuff. The animation still will go through, but then the power drain will happen after conflictor is triggered, so they have 0 power. Well, with OGV, the debuff happens after the drain, so you could see how this could kind of get out of hand, and you will later on. That's not the only thing you need to worry about, but do you see how he's almost at 1 bar of power after I use my special 2? So that's what I mean. The other thing you have to worry about with Sauron is that once he gets past 7 prowess, he becomes unblockable. Once he hits you, he can also put degen on you if you don't bleed as well. So that's something else that you need to watch out for. But we did get caught on a dashback, so that's no bueno. The good news about OGV is I don't have to do anything but dance a little bit and wait for my synthesis to come back, which it will. Now, the special ones, the good thing about those is they don't actually put a debuff on my opponent unless, of course, they completely power drain a full bar of power down to 0. So that's a way that maybe I can approach this fight next. You guys see I'm dexing a lot because he had to get his cooldown for his unblockable. We hit him with another fat special 2, and look, he's right back at another bar of power. Fortunately, we hit him with the special 1. It doesn't actually trigger conflictor because, again, it doesn't completely power drain his only bar. So here I'm going to back off. We're going to allow that unblockable to happen. And I'm waiting for my synthesis as well, which it comes, and I wait for it. And then we're going to hit him with another special 2. But again, you see how close he's really getting to that, that first bar of power. And I'm just like, oh, man. And also, I'm kind of nervous because I've lost 40% of my health. So I got to really stay on top of this fight. I tag him once, I block, and then that gives us enough time for our synthesis to come back. And this time what I'm going to do, I think I still try to chill out and wait a little bit, start hitting this block to push him back, because I am waiting for his unblockable number 1. We get that part out of the way, and then number 2, we're going to go for it with our striker, which will give us our 2 bars, of course. We're going to completely drain those, and since he had a debuff already on him, the conflictor dealt with those debuffs, and we got the full drain on that one, which was really good. But that is something you got to watch out for if you guys are going to use like an OGV or something like that. Then we get an intercept, and that is my war. All right, and yeah, man, we won the war, just barely. This was a very close war for the first one. As you can see, 14-15. Even if we had died one more time, we definitely had them on time, so that was good. Shout out to the boys, and your boy, of course, came in second, MVP, because I can never get first for whatever reason. But hey, man, if you guys enjoyed this video, do me a favor, hit the like, subscribe, share around. This type of video took a day's worth of editing, and I'm talking like 10 hours. So hopefully you guys appreciate it. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what your favorite joke was, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.